Does that work anymore?
So what?
Did any of you brothers out here say, "Oh, I'm gonna test her patience. I'm gonna see if she'll I'm gonna see if she'll still fuck with me if I test her patience." Do niggas still do that? And does that still work, brothers? Can somebody tell me that? I wanna know if that still works. Like, I'm gonna fuck with her. I'm gonna get on her nerves. I'm gonna test her patience to see if she's really down. Have you ever done that?
I can't really remember if I have. To be honest.
That's really stupid how guys think sometimes. Like, we really think shit like that works. I don't think that works. I don't think that's how it goes. But anyways, again, I go by the name of P. Brandon's with me as always. This is episode 158 of Social Junkie Podcast. Make sure this shit is straight over here. My fucking hat's kind of low. We go. Damn, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. On YouTube, we appreciate everyone that has subscribed to the channel already. Please hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed already. We would truly appreciate that. Shit, follow us on TikTok. I don't think I ever said the TikTok, but it's the same shit on TikTok at Social Junkie Podcast. You'll see our videos on there of a lot of the topics that we talk about. A lot of people get into the discussions on there in the comments on that too. So join the fun, guys. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to discuss things with people. Apple Podcast, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Our audio episodes are on every single week. We have been gone for a couple weeks now. Well, we're back, guys. We appreciate it. Apple Podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud, audio episodes. YouTube episode drops a couple days, a day or two after the audio episodes, guys. So Apple Podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube. If you have a Q&A question, I said it last time. We had an episode that we have a new Q&A. What's the word? A new Q&A.
We're transitioning to a new plot.
Yeah, so instead of the email shit, we said the email to you guys. Now you can go to our Instagram at Social Junkie Podcast on Instagram. You click the link tree on there in the bio, and there will be it'll be the first 4 links will be our episodes, and then the 5th one is gonna say anonymous Q&A sender. So you can send an anonymous question. It won't tell us your name. It won't tell us your profile information. None of that. So any of you Q&A questions, please go to at Social Junkie Podcast on Instagram. Click the link tree link. Go to Q&A messenger. Send us any type of question that you want us to debate about. We actually had someone that sent us a question, so we would discuss that at the end of the episode. So we appreciate you guys for that. Make sure you guys do that. Hope everyone had a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was alright?
Yep.
Hope everyone had a safe, happy Thanksgiving. Happy December to everybody, because this is the first day of December now. So this is the last month of 2022 until we transition into the new year, 2023, guys. So it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, a year flew by, man.
I remember when it was 2000. Look, 23 years later have passed by already since that time. I remember that. Fruit Loops commercial. I remember that shit, guys. Fruit Loops ain't the same no more. There's a Fruit Loops commercial. It was in 1999, and they was like, help us celebrate the year 2000. I'll never forget that. Now we're going into 2023. Let me do a rundown real quick. I'm going to start in what's trending. I'm going to get us started. Brandon's going to go after me, and then I got a couple things that I separated from what's trending that we'll talk about. A couple shootings. We got some stuff for Would You Rather. Got a little brain teaser in there. A little brain question.
I like to get teased.
Little brain. Then we got the music segment. A lot of new music is coming out, so we'll discuss that. Sports, and then we will end in the Q&A segment. But first, let me go through it again. What's trending? Would you rather? Music, sports, Q&A segment. But first, I have something I want to tell you guys. And when I tell this story, y'all know sometimes I'll be telling stories and it be bullshit. I'm not joking about this. Like, this really happened. Like, on my mama, on my kids, I'm telling y'all 1,000% this is exactly what happened. Because I know sometimes people be like, nah, bro, you might have been. No, this is what happened. I'm telling you, nigga, don't make me mad. Don't make me come through and fucking punch your stupid ass. I'm telling you, this is what happened. So the other day, y'all know The Price is Right. Sometimes when I be home off work, The Price is Right. The show's been going on for how many years? Years Price is Right has been on. So it's on TV. Me and my girl downstairs. It's on TV. So y'all know at the end of the show, the 2 people that win the little wheel, they go at the end of the show and they do the little showcase where they bid on the showcase that they offer to the 2 contestants. So it was a white guy and an elderly black man. This is so crazy that this happened, bro. So look, this is what happened. So the black man, he made his bid. I can't remember what it was. Oh, he had a Mercedes AMG and like a fucking trip somewhere. I can't remember where it was though. He bid like $64,000. Y'all know AMGs cost a lot of money, so I was like, this nigga went to. Well, it's not $64,000 though. I think he went too high. I was like, he went too fucking high. Well, that was my opinion. I remember the number, $64,000. He said. So then the white man goes. He got $5,100 cash, a trip to Switzerland, and like a Toyota car. I can't remember what type of car it was. I am telling you, he said $30,000. Remember that number. $30,000. 30000 is what he said. When they say the number, it comes on they're on the podium. It comes on the podium in front of them. It said 30000. And I said, this nigga went too low, because that fucking car damn near $30,000. I remember I said this. I said, he was too fucking low. My girl was looking up the price of the car. She's like, let me see the retail price. It was like somewhere between $22,000 and $29,000. So I was like, yeah, he definitely went too low, because that trip to Switzerland, and he got $5,100 cash, so that's too low. $30,000. Commercial break. They always do a commercial break after they make their bids, right? So the commercial's over. On the white dude's podium, it says $35,000. So I'm like, oh, these niggas cheating. I'm like, oh, they try to cheat because he went too low. I'm like, nah, bro, these niggas cheating, bro. I'm like, man, that's some bullshit. So I rewind it. I'm like, nah, baby, look, they fucking cheating. Rewind it. Go through the commercials, go back. So I'm listening to his bid again. You know what he says? $35,000. I'm like, bro, no fucking way. I'm like, baby, we just heard this nigga say $30,000. When I'm rewinding it, I'm expecting it to say $30,000 because I'm like, oh, they cheating for this nigga. When I rewinded it, he said $35,000. I'm like, bro, no. So now I'm tripping. I'm like, nah, bro. When I tell y'all, I swear on everything I love, I saw this man say $30,000, and on the bulletin, on the little thing in front of the podium, it said $30,000. How did that happen? How is that possible? I want someone to explain to me how that's possible. Can you explain that? How is that possible?
I don't know.
And then my girl's like, you know what? Maybe he did say no. I'm like, baby, we just saw it. We just looked at the price of the car. He said 30. You know the little glitch in the matrix? I be on TikTok all the time, posting our videos, and I be seeing people, like, it'll be Reddit posts. You know the Reddit shit I be talking about? They be like, what is a glitch in the matrix that you... This is a glitch in the matrix, guy. That happened. I am 100% sure that man said 30,000. I saw it on the screen when it came across this shit. I wasn't high. I wasn't drinking. This is the morning. 30,000. Said 35,000. I still have no explanation to that. And that happened last. I have no explanation for that.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're not here, guys. Remember when Neo and Trinity was with Morpheus and shit like that? Hey, man, I believe in that. I'm going to get it started with Trinity, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. That I promise you that happened. That really happened. And I have no explanation. And then you know how you try to trick yourself in your mind? Well, maybe you didn't. No. That's not what happened. And I don't like when shit like that happens to me. And I was telling my girl, I was like, nah, you part of this. You know what's going on. You part of this shit. You part of this bullshit. But I don't know, because I know, like, a lot of weird shit happens that a lot of people can't explain, but that might be one of the most unexplainable things that's ever happened to me. Because I was so sure of what I saw. But, hey, man. I just want to share that with y'all. You can take what you can take from that. And that's what the TikTok thing right there. What's the creepiest glitch in the Matrix or unexplainable thing that's ever happened to you? Mm. That's one. The first thing we're going to start with, guys, y'all know how they talk about greed in the Bible? And the way that they talk about greed in the Bible? Well, this is that. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have settled their divorce. Kanye West has to pay. Y'all, how much money is Kim Kardashian worth? Let's look this up. Let's look this up right now. I'm going to unplug this too, because I can hear feedback. Let's look this up right now. Kim Kardashian net worth. She is worth 1.8 billion with a B, US dollars. Why does she want child support from Kanye? Because there's an amount that they settled to for child support. Y'all know how much she's getting a month? You want to take a guess?
$500,000.
No, it ain't that much. It's close though. Well, not close, but
for 370,000.
A little lower, 200,000. Kanye will have to pay $200,000 a month in child support to a woman that has a net worth of $1.8 billion. Y'all know how much 200,000 is a year? $2,400,000 a year. If you divide that by 18, That is $43,200,000. I know his kids aren't newborns, but we'll just speak hypothetically 18 years. $43,200,000 for child support. I'm going to read the article here. Did Ye get finessed? That's what they said. The former husband and wife have resolved both child custody and property-related issues. According to a statement, Kim and Kanye will get joint custody with equal access to their 4 children. Although the docs say equal access, sources with direct knowledge tell us Kim will have the kids the lion's share of the time. Yeah. Even Kanye has acknowledged Kim already has the kids 80% of the time. According to the settlement, Kanye will pay Kim $200,000 a month in child support. Our sources say Kanye's not footing the bill for child support. That's just his share. In addition, he's responsible for 50% of their kids' educational expenses, including tuition. He's also responsible for 50% of their children's security expenses. It says, now that's interesting. If there is ever a dispute regarding the children, Kim and Kanye agree they will participate in mediation. If one of them fails to participate, the other gets to make the decision in a dispute by default. Not too hard to read between lines, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, $200,000 a month. Why does she want child support?
But are they just saying is child support contributing to the expenses like school and security and all that kind of stuff?
But even if that is the case, because they might be saying
it would be realistic though. We're talking about 2 kids?
But what for? But why is it so much money? $200,000.
But it's their kids. Remember, they're famous. They famous, bro.
Famous. Wasn't it north, south, east, and west? What's the name? North.
Is it north, northwest?
Northwest.
Is it 3 or is it 2 kids?
It's 4.
4 kids? They share 4 kids together?
Yeah, they are 4.
Well, then if you break down $200,000, it's $50,000 a person, tuition, food, all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of realistic, ain't it?
She don't need the money.
She don't.
She don't need it.
But they're not like regular people, I guess, just saying like security and all that other shit. I guess I could see where they put in the security thing. So it definitely could be more drastic.
You're right. I just feel like it's like, why do you...
I get what you're saying.
If I was Kim, like, why can't you just be like, you know what? It's all right. We don't need child support. You just go your way. You go my way. We split the house. We do whatever the fuck we got to do. And, you just be there for your... Why do you need $200,000? Why do you need an extra 2.4 million? Why do you need that extra year? When you already work for $1 billion. And where did she get $1 billion from? What the fuck did she do?
Combination of assets, probably.
I think it's her fucking makeup line and all that. Yeah, the accessories and shit like that. I should make a makeup line. What would I call it? Yeah, so never mind, because he gonna say something gay. So never mind.
Nah,
what?
I said some fucked up shit in my head.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. We'll move on. But yeah, Kim, I don't know. I can't speak about nobody's relationship. I just know from the outside looking in, that just looks weird for somebody to be worth over almost $2 billion to be getting child support from somebody. And Kanye got a whole bunch of bullshit going. You see what he said today? You know what? Shout out Javed. Javed called me yesterday, and he was asking me if I've been keeping up with the shit Kanye's been doing. And something about, I can't remember what he was talking about, but I was like, nah, bro, I don't be keeping up with this nigga no more, bro. Like, and he was like, so you just say, fuck that nigga, because everything he said. I'm just like, yeah, because he's too inconsistent with, he makes sense with some of the shit that he says sometimes, but he's too inconsistent because he'll just go out and he'll say some stupid shit, like today. Yeah. Day later. Oh, I think everybody has great qualities. I think everybody on this earth has great qualities, which is true. Even Hitler. Why would you say that? Damn. Of all things to say, why would you say that?
He said that?
He went on a podcast today and said that with a fucking mask on. He has a whole ski mask on his fucking face. Why? I don't know. We know what Kanye West looks like. Why are you wearing a ski mask on a podcast? He's talking about how he admires some of Hitler's qualities. That's what he said. That's what he said today. Hey, man. This is the guy. Hey, I got his shoes on over there, so I can't say that, I guess. Next thing I have, scientists have revived a 48,500-year-old zombie virus that was buried in ice. It was in a Siberian permafrost. Scientists have discovered and revived an over 48,000-year zombie virus as a result of climate change. Samples were collected from permafrost in Serbia, in the Serbian region of Russia, reviving 13 new pathogens, including one frozen under a lake more than 48,500 years ago. They found that these viruses remained infectious despite being dormant for hundreds of millennia.
I wonder if this is the same. There was a place I was reading about. Had to be someplace. I don't know if it was Russia, but it's very deeply embedded in ice and it's very hard to get to. And it was completely frozen, and they were trying to obtain like permits in order to drill and go that far and as far as to extract it.
But why?
Science, bro. I don't know.
They want to die? Like they want? Let's go find some alien or some virus so we can have some movie shit happen to us and get killed. And like, why? I don't understand the reason why people do certain things sometimes. Like, why do you? They knew this. Why are you trying to revive a zombie? Maybe they didn't know when they went to go down there.
No,
I'm just
they know. Like once places are untouched and as certain layers have built up over years, you kind of generally what you're looking for, and there's always something.
So what's the point? Maybe somebody sent them down there to do that. Another pandemic. Do you think there's ever going to be some zombie shit that happens to people? Like how like 13 Days Later or 13 Weeks Later? That was a good movie. You ever seen 13 Weeks Later? Mm-mm. That was a good movie. Where the nigga, he left his wife and shit with the zombies, and then he ran out of the house like a coward, and he left his wife.
No.
That was a good movie. 13 Weeks Later. I think, no, 28 Weeks Later. I'm tripping. 28 Weeks Later is what it's called. That was a good movie. But you do believe this will happen, something will happen like this one day?
Yeah, I do. To be honest, I do.
Do guns kill zombies in real life? Top asker, do they kill zombies in real life?
Yeah, when you're equipped with hollow tips.
Yeah.
And lace them with lead.
I've seen movies where like they be stabbing the zombies and they still get up. Like, ooh, they get back up and they be going after these niggas and shit. I don't want that to happen. Like, I want to just kill this nigga and he be gone.
I think it could get to that point. Just because of the amount of engineering, and they talking about manipulating DNA in individuals, and this will relate to something I'll talk about later.
All right. Well,
it goes along the lines.
Do I have any more stupid things? That was the first stupid thing I had. I don't think I have any more. Yeah, I remember when I told you I went on that cruise like in 2019, and I went on the back of the boat at nighttime, and you can't see shit. Well, on the side of the boat, you can't see anything. It was like pitch black.
Yeah.
And remember I said, if you fall off the boat, you're done. Well, somebody got lucky. A passenger was rescued after falling off a cruise ship and being stranded in the middle of the ocean for 15 hours.
Damn.
According to Business Insider, rescuers saved a cruise ship passenger who was lost in the water in the Gulf of Mexico for 15 hours, the United States Coast Guard said on Friday. A 28-year-old man fell overboard on a Carnival cruise ship on Wednesday evening. Lieutenant Seth Gross, a Sector New Orleans search and rescue mission coordinator, said he was beyond grateful that the rescuers were able to find the man alive. How? That's all it has in the article. But I'm like, I want to know. I want this nigga to tell his story. Like, bro, how did you stay afloat for 15 hours? How is that possible?
What's the longest that somebody can stay afloat? Well,
I don't know. I have no idea.
I heard people can stay afloat for, like, if they're not trained, but if they've been in water for a significant part of their life, they can float for a while, like sometimes days.
I know the ocean may be a little bit more calmer, like the deep ocean may be a little bit more calmer than like the shore is, because I know the shore would be all type of waves and shit, but I think the middle of the ocean may be a little calmer, because I know cruise ships, they don't go through like, y'all know them fucking ships that be catching like them fucking crabs and shit like that. What was the name of that show? They used to come on Discovery Channel. Deadliest Catch.
Oh yeah.
They used to be like going through some crazy ass type waves and shit. Cruise ships don't go through shit like that. It's like smooth, calm water usually most of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would have survived that. I think I would have been gone. I mean, I probably would have tried my best to try to survive, but bro, you talk about that's so long. After 12 hours.
How do you have to float? How do you float? You just kicking your legs the entire time, or you just?
Bro, that's what I would think, but it's like at a certain point you would get tired.
You know though. How do you do it?
I know, but at the same time, doing it that long, I don't know what you possibly can continue doing without getting tired and not drowning. I don't know how you could do that. Unless he had some type of fucking... No, if he fell overboard, he didn't have no type of...
He didn't have none of that, no.
Bro, how is that possible?
He must have been in water his whole life.
I hope he... Thank God he survived, because that's...
Yeah.
Bro, that's fucking crazy. Because like I said, when I talked about that on here, that shit is so dark out there, it is pitch black. Like, it's pitch black, dog. Like, you can't see anything, bro. So for him to survive that, that's some... He need to go play lottery.
At least... Yeah, it's good that they found him.
I wonder how they fucking found out he was gone. Maybe he was with somebody.
Probably.
But it's like, how do you go back and find somebody in the middle of the fucking ocean? Like, you have to go... I don't know. That's tough, man. But shout out to that dude, man.
That is true. I don't know how the fuck you found somebody.
He escaped death on that U.S. gas prices have fell to the lowest average $3.52 in the U.S. since February. They are expected to be below $3 by Christmas. According to Yahoo, U.S. gasoline prices have dropped to the lowest level since February. The national gas price at the pump stood $3.52 a gallon on Monday, down about 12 cents from a week ago. So yeah, gas prices. I did see that. I went to Texas too, guys. Gas in Texas is like fucking $2.66. It was. That shit was cheap over there.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck is it so much cheaper in fucking Texas? Texas is so like wide open, dog. Like it's so much fucking land in Texas, dog. Like it's just a bunch of land.
Yeah.
And a bunch of, hey, what are you doing on my property type people. I was gonna say something else, but I was like, hey, nigger, what are you doing on my goddamn property?
See, bro, you just gotta chill, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. Just stop, bro. You gotta chill, bro.
There's a bunch of land out there. I went to some fucking like petting zoo type shit, bro. We're driving through there for like an hour, just driving on the road, and I'm like, how the fuck did these things have this much land? They probably getting a grip though. They probably making a lot of money off that shit. There was a lot of cars in there, and they had like camels, ostriches, deer, buffalo. Like the buffalo are coming up to like the car and shit. Like, and they gave you like a bag of food. You gotta pay for the bag of food, but it's like little pellets of food and shit. That shit was pretty cool. Try to feed the camel. And the camel was fucking huge. That nigga was fucking. That shit was big as fuck. But what else I got here? NASA. What does NASA stand for?
National Space Administration.
National Ass and Sex Agency.
Space something.
They expect humans to live and work on the moon in 7 years by 2030. That's what they say. NASA says that humans will be living and working on. I want to work on. What the fuck you think I'm gonna get a job? I don't even want a job here. Why would I want to get a job on the moon? Why would I do that?
Trapping moon rocks.
They'll be doing that within a decade. Certainly in this decade, this is a quote. Quote, certainly in this decade, we are going to have people living for durations, depending on how long they will be on the surface. They will have habitats. They will have rovers on the ground. We are going to be sending people down to the surface, and they are going to be living on that surface and doing science. Read on to find more about when that might happen and what needs to occur before humans set foot on the moon for the first time since 1972. This is some wild shit. Did you see this shit about these crypto people?
No. What about
I don't want to talk about this for too long.
What about them?
But apparently a crypto founder, I don't know how to say this guy's name. Tien Kulander?
Tien from Dragon Ball?
I guess that's how you say it. He unexpectedly died at the age of 30 years old. He's the co-founder of Hong Kong-based digital asset company Amber Group. He died in his sleep on November 30. On November 23rd, with the news confirmed on the company's website. What does it say? He was affectionately known as TT. Call him TT. He launched Amber in 2017 with a group of finance insiders. Early this year, the startup reached a staggering $3 billion valuation after scoring a $200 million funding round. Just unexpectedly died out of nowhere. Guess what happened a couple days later? Russian crypto billionaire has died in a helicopter crash near the French-Italian border. This marks another sudden death of a figure in the cryptocurrency world. I don't know how to say this guy's name. He's 53, founder of Forex Club and president of Libertex Group. He was the sole passenger of a helicopter that crashed this weekend. It says, quote, it was a great sadness that Libertex Group confirms the death of its co-founder and chairman of board of directors after a helicopter crash, which they said, which bills itself as a leading, the firm which bills itself as a leading foreign exchange and crypto trading platform. What else does it say? Yeah. Tehran was traveled in a Airbus H130 Lucerne, Switzerland, to Monaco. He went from Lucerne, Switzerland to Monaco when it crashed. Both him and the helicopter's 35-year-old French pilot were killed. And they blurred, somebody pointed this out, they blurred the photo of the helicopter crash. They kind of like blurred it to where you can't really see like that. Now, I'm not the biggest conspiracy theorist guy in the world, but I do think that that's very weird that two crypto gurus, I guess, finally just, at a snap of a finger, both died, just like that. Somebody made a point, though. They was like, y'all really think them niggas is dead? hi. So I was like, what you mean? The fuck does that mean? They say hi, like, y'all really think them niggas is dead? You stupid if you really think them niggas is dead. I don't know. I mean, I just think that's really weird. But you know, coincidences do happen. But I do think that that's kind of weird that this billionaire that was dealing with crypto and this 30-year-old. Why did 30-year-old just die in his sleep?
It could just be one of three possible. One is that they really are dead. Mm-hmm. One is other people and other investors profiting off their death, or another one is they wanted them dead. They just wanted them dead in general. So
why though? Somebody's saying it's scary to have a little bit of money and power. Yeah, like it's a very scary situation to be of somebody with that has.
I definitely would just want, like me and P were talking about. I'd want the money without the fame.
It's very hard to come by nowadays because people want to know. How was your secret, man? How do you get all that money? Hustle it.
Bro, I gotta show you this video. This nigga Jonathan.
What did he do this time?
He took a video of his girl, right? Mm-hmm. And what she was doing in the video, like, it was just, I guess they were in a city or something like that. They was on a roof or something. Mm-hmm. And if you put that soundtrack over that, it looked like she dealing weight, bro. He looked like she pushing.
What the fuck was she doing?
She was just walking around the roof, bro. She had like this big ass coat on. You'd think she was in New York or some shit. I would tell him to send me the video.
That's all that I have for my What's Trending. I got a couple things that we'll talk about afterwards, but that's all that I have. So it's on you. Damn. So soon, huh? Can't believe it. Can you take a gun like that from somebody?
No.
Have you ever tried?
No, I'm not.
Just try it one day. Try with somebody that really wants to kill you and see what happens.
First article I got here is from it's a couple weeks ago, man. That's before Thanksgiving. I just wanted to touch on it. Mm-hmm. There was a shooting out in what's UVA? What university of what?
Virginia.
Is it?
Oh yeah, with the football players.
Yeah. So there was a shooting a couple weeks ago. From I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard by now. There's a shooting that took place after a couple of football players returned from a Washington D.C. trip. So there was a suspected gunman in the University of Virginia shooting. They were on a class field trip with the victims before the shooting had occurred. Christopher Darnell Jones was on the bus returning from a trip from D.C. where the class had seen a play. It wasn't known whether Jones was on the trip or if he was on the bus prior to the shooting. And police are still trying to piece together what happened. But this is a couple. It's a couple weeks old. I can attach the picture of him, but he was arrested on a couple weeks ago, and he faces 3 charges of second-degree murder and 3 counts of using a handgun with a commission of a felony. So, I don't know, man. I'm just trying.
Yeah, I saw he killed 4 football players.
Was it 4 or was it 3?
I thought it was 4. That was 4 football players. Well, it could have been 3. It might have been 3.
Devin Chandler, Deshaun Perry, and Lavelle Davis Jr.
Yeah, I guess I was including him in the 40. That's fucked. I think he was on the football team too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah. So
senseless violence as usual. Senseless violence in America, but this time it was a black dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually that's not the case, but this time it is, guys. Sometimes we're our own worst enemy. We say it all the time. I don't even know why. I still don't for the life of me understand what makes you that mad to kill somebody. Like, I understand, like, oh, you fucked my bitch. You know, like, not that I understand killing somebody, but some people, I don't know, man. It's just really weird to me. Very eerie. Yeah. Very, very eerie to me. And
rest in peace to those 3 young men, man.
Rest in peace to them. We in the Matrix, though, so maybe it's not all real.
Yeah. It is real, but
I don't know, brother. I saw some things. I saw some shit. Would you rather fight Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee?
Jackie Chan.
Bruce Lee will fucking kill you, nigga.
You'll have no remorse,
He'll
bro.
go like that, you'll be dead. We got Rush Hour on the TV. That's why I asked that question.
I got here another article. I don't really want to read this.
Is it that bad?
No, I just don't want to read it. No, I'm gonna read a different one. Arizona teacher and her husband lost their jobs after filming an X-rated OnlyFans video inside an 8th grade classroom to make ends meet.
I saw that.
So, 8th grade teacher in Arizona is speaking out after her and her husband lost their school jobs for filming themselves having sex and posting the X-rated movie on her OnlyFans page. Samantha Peer, who goes by Chloe Carter on OnlyFans, said in a YouTube video she and her husband only made an adult video because they were paid so little as teachers and they needed money to get by. In the video, In the video, she also said that she resigned from her position because after she was placed under pressure because she was placed on administrative leave and probation. And her husband, Dylan Peer, is a 4th grade teacher at this other fucking elementary school because I can't pronounce it.
Oh, they work at 2 different schools.
Yeah.
I saw this. Why didn't they just do this at home?
I don't know, man.
And why? Like, you don't have to show your face in OnlyFans videos. Like, you could just, like, what makes you think
that's
that?
Her.
Oh my God, she's not cute at all. But I didn't notice what she looked like. Why'd you show me that? Nobody definitely wants to pay for that content, but
Shit.
I don't know why. What made you think? Oh, let's do it in the classroom like that. And who saw this? Somebody had to see this. Somebody at the school had to have seen this. I hope it was one of the kids because they're elementary school, so I hope it was the teacher.
She looked like she worked at Waffle House.
She looked like a Waffle House worker. But I hope it was one of the students that saw this. Hopefully it was a teacher. But it's like, that means you was paying for OnlyFans content. I don't know. It's just weird, man. People just weird, man. Just weird. Niggas are just fucking weirdos. I don't know what makes you think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna do these other articles here. So some article out here from our presidency. Biden had recently asked for $37 billion in aid sent to Ukraine. So Joe Biden asked Congress to provide more than $37 billion in emergency aid to Ukraine, citing a massive infusion of funds that they need that could support their nation as as Russia's continually pressing them. So ironic, man.
Just sick.
But yet, what happened to this school loan stuff? Or what that money else could be doing, but we're giving it to other countries.
Or the fucking millions of homeless people that are in America. That too. The fucking homelessness crisis, student loans.
Politicians will argue, and they'll argue that the money that they invest in the aid that they send to other countries it's so to speak for the foreseeable future. It's going to be invested back into the economy. I don't see that happening with Ukraine.
I saw a video. More conspiracy theory shit. I saw a video on TikTok that niggas was saying it was pictures of Joe Biden when he was vice president for Obama compared to now. And they were showing how his head and face is different. Like his ears are a little in different places. Like I think before his ears were like how mine are. Like how the lobes hang. No, how the lobes hang. Now his ears are like this. They're connected to his face, to the side of his head. His nose is not as thin as it used to be. I wish I could have fucking found. I think I could find a picture real quick. But the head looks completely different from when he was vice president. It's just stupid shit niggas be posting. But when I was looking at it, I was like, bro, that's actually kind of funny because it do look like a different person. You know how people try to say like niggas be cloned and shit like that. And I was seeing a video of how somebody was talking about how cloning is a lot easier than what we think it is.
Oh yeah.
Like
Because these next two articles this next article I'm about to tell you.
It's about cloning?
The last article I'll do is about it.
We're
going to go into this next article here. This takes place out in Oregon. The governor from over there in Oregon pardons over 45,000 people with marijuana possession convictions. So they took legal action over these past few weeks, granting pardons for over 45,000 people with marijuana possession following Biden's federal clemency. Governor Kate Brown announced on Monday that she's pardoning 47,000 to be approximate people with possession of small amounts of marijuana, forgiving them for more than 14 million of unpaid fines and fees. So, shout out to her, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. I can't find the Joe Biden shit.
This last article here. The FDA clears lab-grown meat for human consumption.
Is that lab-grown?
Yeah. So the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. They announced last Wednesday that it would be clearing a lab-grown meat product as safe for human consumption for the first time. The agency, after reviewing the information from Upside Foods about the food the company is making from cultured chicken cells, it has no further questions at this time about the firm's safety conclusion. It noted that it can bring its product into the market and it is able to meet the inspection standards from the FDA and USDA and FICES.
Maybe it'll be good. I mean, they know. I mean, I think scientists and food people, whatever they're called, foodologists, I think they know if that's a real thing. I think they know, like, certain foods that we should and shouldn't be eating. Not like how Dr. Sebi was telling us, because he was telling us some real shit, and this nigga just got killed all of a sudden. But I think that maybe they're trying to... I'm just giving niggas the benefit of the doubt. I think they're trying to put, like...
You're saying that the plus is that it's more sterile.
Yeah.
And it doesn't place as much waste upon, like, land, cost, spoilage, and all that kind of stuff that's associated with raising, herding, all that kind of stuff. All that
cows and shit. Well, maybe
cows and chickens. And
it might be good.
What?
It might be good. I'm pretty sure they can make it taste like phenomenal. Niggas know how to do shit like that. Like how to.
Can you imagine you biting some chicken tastes like a Kit Kat?
You fucking bite it and it'll be like that Krabby Patty that was gray on the inside.
Oh yeah, when he took over that, ew. Dirty Krabby Patty. Ew.
This nigga Drew Town dead. Look. Yeah, this nigga looked up and that nigga was just falling. Is that all you got?
That's all I got, man.
All right, guys. This is the last two things that we're gonna discuss. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a shooting in a Walmart in Virginia, a mass shooting in a Walmart in Virginia that killed up to 10 people. It was in Chesapeake, in the U.S. state of Virginia. The suspect was a store manager. And I think there was like a video of him talk. I think it was like a video of somebody showed of like him just being like absolutely normal in the break room with employees at one point, and then he just started shooting motherfuckers in the break room. Started killing people. So yeah, rest in peace to all the people that were involved. The article that I screenshotted is kind of short, but yeah, this actually did happen out in Virginia, and it was confirmed to be the store manager. And one of the Walmart employees who survived the mass shooting, he's filing a $50 million lawsuit against the company. It is a is it a woman? According to CNN, an employee at a Virginia Walmart where six of her coworkers were killed, said she filed a written complaint to the company of the suspected gunman's bizarre behavior months before the shooting. But maybe they're gonna have to, if that's the case, they're gonna have to look into like reported incidents of him acting weird from different employees. They're gonna have to look into all that type of shit.
Which best believe is like if it's the FBI or some shit like that, they're
gonna look into all that type of shit. But yeah, rest in peace to all the people.
I read something from that there's a woman that was in the break room or something around that area. She heard the shooting and then the gunman told her, whatever her name is, go home. He looked at her and said, "Go home."
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's why you gotta
That's what she said. It was targeted. Those specific people. Yeah.
Her. That's why you got to be careful who you be yelling at work and shit, because, you know, that quiet motherfucker that be at his desk, oh, John's so stupid, he always so quiet, he don't ever participate in the potluck. Yeah, keep making fun of John.
You come to no group orgies.
Keep making fun of John. Keep fucking making fun of John. John gonna have that too for you as you keep fucking playing. But no, seriously, because that's fucked up. But just be careful, man. Just be careful. Try to be as nice to people as you possibly can, because people remember. That's the one thing about people. People remember who's nice to them. People remember who treats them with respect. People remember shit like that, guys. So don't be an asshole for no reason just because you have a bad day, because you just never know, man. You could be in your break room and some shit like this can really happen. Like, these people really lost their lives just going to work. Like, just being at work on a normal day. And the manager who people... Of course, most people trust their manager.
Can't your manager safe in a motherfucking Walmart.
Can't be safe nowhere, bro. Like, of course, like you trust your manager. You come in and you expecting your manager to tell you what to do for the day at Walmart, and this motherfucker just comes out blasting you, which is insane. So, rest in peace to them, man, and everybody involved, the families involved. We'll probably definitely see what happens with the lawsuit that the lady filed. And another thing that happened here in Atlanta, there was a shooting at Atlantic Station the other day.
Yeah.
I was in Texas at the time, but I can't remember what day it was exactly. At Atlantic Station on 17th Street, said one person was killed, one person was in critical condition, and 4 were wounded. And I think it was confirmed that it was gang related. And unfortunately, The person that lost their life was 12-year-old Zion Charles.
Damn.
Who was murdered in an Atlantic Station shooting that night it happened. So I want to say rest in peace to that child who, again, 12 years old.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to him. Prayers to the person that was in critical condition and the 4 people that were wounded, and prayers to Zion Charles and his family. I know exactly where this is at too. I haven't went to Atlanta Station in a long time, but I do pass it often when I go through it, Atlanta. So this is very close to home. This happened, it's just crazy that this shit just happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be safe anywhere, guys. That's why we say on here all the time. Like, if you have the opportunity to get your license to carry and just have that shit on you, dog. Like, for real. Just get you something that you're comfortable with. Go to the shooting range, shoot that shit, get comfortable with it. Especially people that have kids and a family they're trying to protect. And not even just that. Like, protect yourself in situations, because there's a lot of crazy shit that's going on in this world. We talk about this shit all the time, man. So I definitely wanted to say that before we get into Would You Rather. Rest in peace to the people involved in the Atlanta Station shooting and the Walmart shooting, guys.
Rest in peace.
So Would You Rather? I'm going to do the brain teaser first. Take a little sip of my beer. It's Heineken, guys. It tastes good. Did you try one? Did you drink one? Mm-hmm. It's good. No, where'd you get this hoodie from? I like this hoodie, too.
My girl got it for me.
Oh, your little girlfriend. She got your little hoodie. Love you, baby. Here's your hoodie. This is the brain teaser. Do I know? Yeah, I know the answer to this question already. I didn't know until the comments, but brain teaser. Are you guys listening? Because this isn't just for Brandon. It's for you too, guys. Listen up. 2 fathers and 2 sons are in a car. 2 fathers, 2 sons. They're in a car, yet there are only 3 people in the car. How is this possible? Again, Brandon, I know he's thinking about it. I'm not repeating it for him. I'm repeating it for you guys. 2 fathers and 2 sons are in a car, yet there are only 3 people in the car. How is this possible?
Is one a grandfather?
Okay. All right. And what's the other guy? All right. You can't get a nigga to answer. They gotta guess themselves. Wait, yeah, you said it already, so it's all good. One is the grandfather. The one driving. Let's say he's driving. He's driving. He's a grandfather. He's driving. He just cooling. He just having a good time. What's the rest? What's the grandfather? What else? It's 3 niggas. 2 fathers and 2 sons.
So one's a grandfather, a father, and a son.
Right, yeah. You go. See, y'all stupid. See how fast he got it? You see, you still thinking about it. Even though he said the answer, you still thinking about it.
I think they could have got it.
All right, so we have 3 Would You Rather. So funny. Oh, I thought you was laughing. 3 Would You Rathers that we're going to do. 1 restaurant has to go. So we got 4 restaurants here. You guys already know the one that I'm picking to stay. But one of them has to go. McDonald's, Popeyes, In-N-Out, and Wendy's. Funny story. I just had In-N-Out the other day in Texas. That may have been the best In-N-Out that I've ever had. I shit you not. That day, that burger and those fries that I had, that was literally the best In-N-Out that I've ever had. That shit was so good. And them shakes, oh my God. That was literally the best In-N-Out I've ever had. Like, and I've had it maybe about 5 times in California. No, just in Texas, actually. I never had it in California, now I think about it. It was always in Texas. Wendy's, McDonald's, In-N-Out, and Popeyes. I know a lot of you may not have had In-N-Out, but let me tell you. If In-N-Out was here in Georgia, I would be eating that shit definitely more than McDonald's.
You know, I'd probably say Wendy's.
They got a Whataburger over here now in Kennesaw. Did you see the line for that shit? Like, the line was like fucking miles.
Miles long?
For Whataburger.
Yeah, y'all tripping, bro.
That just opened up.
Oh, wow.
If it was In-N-Out, I'd understand. If it was In-N-Out, I'd be like, okay, I kind of get it. But Whataburger. You said Wendy's?
I'd say Wendy's.
Have you had In-N-Out before?
I haven't. But I can't put it in that list if I haven't had it before, you know?
But which one is number 1 that's going to stay?
That's going to stay?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be Popeyes.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to hear you say it.
McDonald's is up there with fucking Wendy's, though. Because McDonald's is fucking trash now. But it's so timeless that what would it be like if it's not around, you know?
What, fucking...
McDonald's.
McDonald's? Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Because you always depend on McDonald's to be open. They would be late, so...
What? Then them niggas do not be open late no more. At all. at all. Them niggas be closed early. Like ever since the pandemic, a lot of restaurants have been closing a lot earlier. But I definitely say Wendy's too. Again, Wendy's, McDonald's, In-N-Out, and Popeyes. Wendy's has never been good to me.
Yeah, it's never been
like
good.
That shit has never been great to me.
Our boy Ryan be swearing by that shit, bro. He always used to get the 4 for 4. I want that bullshit. Why, bro?
Which trilogy was better? Funny thing, because we watching one of them. Which trilogy was better, the Rush Hour trilogy or the Bad Boys trilogy?
Bad Boys trilogy.
I say the same thing, and I know a lot of people may say otherwise, but Rush Hour 2 and 3 were not funny to me, y'all. Like, Rush Hour 2 and 3 were not funny. Like, Rush Hour 1 was hilarious, mainly because of Chris Tucker. But Rush Hour 2 and 3, but Bad Boys 1 and 3, I'm not going to talk about 3. But Bad Boys 1 and 2, like, it's hard for me to pick which one was better because both of them are so good.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 1 and 2 were great. So I definitely say Bad Boys was better. Which one would you rather see, the Bad Boys 4 or Rush Hour 4?
Oh,
they all old
Bad
now.
Boys.
Bad Boys 4. Did you see number 3?
I didn't see number 3 yet. Just because I ain't be watching. I don't be watching fucking new movies and shit, man, to be honest with you.
What's the last movie? I talked about it, that Black Panther shit. That shit was alright. That shit went bad.
Watching movies. Like, I'll be rerunning old movies.
Yeah. The old movies were there. There's some good movies.
I told Gio. I told Gio to watch Casino. He ain't seen Casino.
Oh my god. How have you niggas never seen Casino? But little Asian ladies. What was I gonna say? Have y'all seen? I hate to admit it. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta say it. Have y'all seen the trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Movie? They put out 2 now.
Shit looks stupid.
No, it doesn't, nigga. That shit like it's gonna be fucking hard, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That shit like it's gonna be pretty hard. I don't like how they did their voices and shit because that nigga don't sound like
I
Mario.
gotta take my boy to go see it.
Who?
My 2 boys.
Nigga, I'm taking the
Prince and Tristan.
But no, I'm definitely gonna take my youngest son. He saw the commercial today and he was like, I want to go see it, but he wasn't understanding that it's not out now. Like it doesn't come out till April. Like he was talking about like let's go now, and I was like we can't go now, and he was mad. But that shit
April.
Yeah, it comes out April. That shit looks pretty hard.
There's another. I think there's a video for new Transformers too.
I just saw it. I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw they just put out a new trailer for that today. This is the last Would You Rather here, and this was from another podcast, so I definitely want to give them their credit. It's called the Crash Dummies Podcast, but I thought this was a pretty interesting Would You Rather that we'll discuss. It's 2 black guys. I don't know their names. Black 1 and Black 2.
There you go with that fucking this fucking guy, bro.
I'm black though. They said, would you rather? I think it was, would you rather help every? So if you pick this option, every blind person in the world will be able to see. So it's either you pick every blind person in the world will have their sight again. And I think somebody looked it up. It was like 36 million blind people in the world. So every single one of them have their sight again, or you get $50 million.
$50 million.
Y'all hear this guy, right? Y'all hear how fast he said it, right? Now I want y'all to remember, he said that shit first, not me. I'm still gonna pay $50 million, but I didn't say it as fast as this nigga just said that shit.
All I had to do is put at least some of that money aside and get them all glasses.
Thinking 36 million people, that's a lot of glasses. Hey, man. That's like
they are pretty expensive.
And glasses they $1 each. So even if they was, that's $36 million.
Bro, come on, bro. At least I'm being real with y'all. Come on, bro. Like I'm not no fucking.
Yeah, my thing is like
no cupcake out here, bro.
My thing is like they've been blind, but they already been blind. It was like I think they used to it by now.
I'll take y'all on a vacation or something. Y'all feel better about it. Y'all feel the water with your feet. Some shit.
Can't see. Oh, look how beautiful. Oh, look at the blue.
Remember that clip on Family Guy? When this dude, I don't know who it was, somebody was feeling on his face, and then she's like, "Oh my God, what is this?"
Oh yeah,
you remember that?
That nigga's face was all fucking fucked up and fucking rizzy and shit like that. That's all we got for Would You Rather, guys. What was it? Would you rather have every blind person or take $50 million? Which
you didn't tell me what you was gonna do.
I said 50. Which trilogy was better, Bad Boys or Rush Hour? Which restaurant has to go between Wendy's, McDonald's, In-N-Out, and Popeyes? Popeyes is staying, for sure. We're gonna get into what?
Oh, is a picture with all of them? Go back. No, that one. Oh, okay.
It's just them.
Nah, I thought they was all in one picture.
Nah, it would have been dope though. They should make a movie like that. Rush Hour and Bad Boys collab. That'll be hard.
That won't be hard.
It would have been hard back then, like in 2000. Nigga, that would have been hard, bro. Jackie and Chris Tucker. Nigga, you know how funny that shit would have been, especially if it would have been like Rush Hour 1, Chris Tucker. Yeah. Nigga, and Martin. Nigga, that shit would have been fucking hilarious. Who was funnier in Bad Boys, Martin or both of them? Martin or Will Smith? I say Martin.
Yeah, Martin was
Martin was a lot funnier, bro. Yeah. Martin had a lot of funny fucking moments. Chris Tucker, this shit, I did not like this movie, bro. I did not like Rush Hour 2 or 3. It's just not good to me. First thing we have for music, we have a lot of artists that are about to put some new music out. I think Metro Boomin's new album is coming out tonight, but I didn't have that on here. But yeah, man, it's been a long time since this girl put an album out. I had to look out what year her last album was. SZA put out her album cover, and it's a pretty fucking hard album cover, if I do say so myself. That shit is pretty fucking hard. I want to see if that was really her last album. That yeah, Control. 5 years ago. SZA hasn't put out an album in 5 years. Her new album, SOS, they said December is coming out, but the cover is pretty fucking hard. There's her on like a plank in like in the middle of that shit's hard. I fuck with that shit. Yeah. And she got some fucking she got your favorite shoes on. So Tim's?
You bitch.
SZA put out her album cover. One of the guys that we had for our shout out segment, me and Brandon, Ecru, if we're saying his name right, he's put out an album on December 9th. It's called Cold Toronto. So he's putting out an album if y'all checked out.
I like that name.
Yeah, Cold Toronto. It's looks like it's 14 songs. It's coming out December 9th. So he's putting out an album. Yeah. My guy, another one of my shout out segments that I did a long time ago, Mac Ayres, he announced that he's putting out an album early next year. He didn't put the release date. That cover's pretty whack though, not gonna lie. It's called Comfortable Enough. I guess he's comfortable enough to tell y'all that.
They look like some Vice City shit. Some Vice City colors.
I'm glad you said that before I said what I was going to say because it was going to be very disrespectful. Yeah, he says his 5th album, Comfortable Enough. Mac Ayres, he has a lot of really smooth music, guys. He put out some tour dates, too. He didn't put the release date for the album yet, but when is he coming to Atlanta? April 22nd, if anybody is in this area that wants to go. Where is Variety Playhouse? I've never heard of that before. Let me look that up. I've never heard of that venue before. It sounds like a porn house. Variety Playhouse. Sounds like a fucking 20 miles away. I'm about to check that out. I wonder what type of shit they got going on in there. In the Playhouse. Hey, I was in this club in Texas. I gotta show you. Club? Yeah, we went to this club. I gotta show you this fucking video because this shit was kind of funny. How I fucking said it. Where the fuck is that shit at? Yeah, where's the door video that I fucking made? Oh, here it is. Oh, that's not it. But nigga, it was like a fucking door and the shit was like, it was like a Mona Lisa painting. It wasn't really a fucking... It was a door, though. It was like a secret door. This shit was hard. I gotta find it on my fucking archives. But, who else put out an album? Mac Ayres, Ecru. Oh, you know who else put out an album, guys? You'll never guess it. In a million years.
Lil Wayne?
Currency. That's one of the songs I played earlier. He, oh, here it is right here. See this shit, right? Damn, this shit was funny.
Eyes moving.
Damn, I didn't have my Wi-Fi. But it looks like regular Mona Lisa, right? Doesn't it look like that?
Frame to another.
See this shit, right? Look like a regular Mona Lisa. Nah, nigga. Secret doors and shit.
That's a fucking strip pole and shit in there, nigga.
Oh,
man. Adults only, nigga.
It's a strip club?
No, it wasn't a strip club, nigga. It was just a club. Just a regular fucking club. That shit's pretty cool, though. Where was I at? Oh, yeah, Currency. Currency put out an album, guys. Drive-In Theater, Part 2. Remember the first Drive-In Theater? Anybody remembers?
What the fuck you say? What?
The Drive-In Theater. That was the first album that he did a while ago, years ago. But he put out Drive-In Theater Part 2. Yeah, man. Currency put out new music. Mac Ayres coming. Ecru, SZA. Oh, who's going to have the best album out of those three? And I fuck with Mac, so I think Mac gonna be up there. I don't know about Che. He ain't put out no good shit. And like that old shit that we listened to, that shit was good. But
yeah,
since
I think
then,
he just switches up his style a bit too much. But I still like him as an artist, man.
Do you like SZA?
Yeah, SZA's smooth too. Yeah, I don't be listening to her enough, to be honest.
Yeah, she got
just
a lot
because I don't really be thinking about it too much. But
she got a lot of smooth shit. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Mac, what?
So she got a lot of smooth shit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What else do I have? Exhibit We have never talked about Exhibit on here, guys. Yes, Pimp My Ride Exhibit. It's the rapper. He said, be careful out here, guys. These people are getting bold. Put up a picture of an Apple AirTag. So whoever thought it was a good idea to put a fucking AirTag on my car at track beat, I found this shit. And now I'm tracking it back with the serial number on the device to find your stupid ass. I don't know what your intentions were, but trust me, you would have been on the working end. What does that mean?
On the what?
On the working end. Be careful out here, guys. These people are getting bold. Yeah.
Working into that barrel.
Hmm?
Working into that barrel.
You know, I found out Pimp My Ride was fake. Like, it was fake. Like, it was, like, all set up. Like, it wasn't like they were surprising niggas.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I mean, like, nigga, come on now.
Stop! Don't ruin my childhood.
Like, bro.
I mean, I knew, like, wrestling.
They always home? Like, come on, bro. When they walk up, oh, yeah, I'm so surprised you're here. I was here. I was off on today. Yeah, anyway, it's a good day you came. Of course it's staged.
Why would you do that? I want to play a video just to show y'all how fast money can be blown and how fast you can lose money. This is T-Pain talking on The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this video.
Yeah.
Like $0, bro?
I like had to borrow
Hold on,
money.
sorry
I had
guys.
that one relationship.
When you say you was broke, you had like $0, bro?
I like had to borrow money to get my kids Burger King.
Wow.
Yeah.
After having, what's the most you ever had in the bank at one time?
40 million.
Jesus Christ. How do you have a hairline? Oh my God.
Yeah.
$40 million to zero?
Yeah.
And it was just all bad spending? No bad investments? Or what was it?
It was a lot of bad investments. A lot of things.
What
that
did you
just
invest in that didn't work for $40 million? What were you investing in?
Real estate.
Real estate.
Yeah.
You buy retail?
No, but I was letting my manager do it. He was way more optimistic than I was.
So what do you mean optimistic?
Yeah.
Like he would just buy complete dumps and think that we could just paint and then we should
He
be
didn't know
fine.
what he was
Never sold anything that we bought.
Is there anything if you would have held on to would be worth a lot now?
No, not at all.
My
These were in
God.
terrible neighborhoods, but I didn't.
Where?
Yeah, it was all in Florida, South Florida. It was-
I think it was on the South Florida. That's fucked up. He probably was in like Miami-Dade, like for real, like them type of housing. But yeah,
I
$40
told you
million.
that's not a good investment, bro. Dade County, bro. Fuck.
$40 million.
South Florida, bro. In the hood with all the Haitians, bro. Nah, bro.
He should have went to like Palm Beach.
What they call them? What they call those dudes with 3 dreads, bro? They have a certain name.
What, them Zopounds?
Yeah, them Zos. Yeah.
Just to show you, give you a quick glimpse of how fast money can be blown. $40 million going just like that, guys. T-Man. That's fucking crazy to me. What else did I have? I have a video to play from Glorilla, the rapper, the female rapper. She had an interesting take that not a lot of females have, and I was very surprised at her take. But I think these women should take notes of what she said.
Me on the 50-50 with a relationship.
Wait.
Me on the 50-50
Okay.
with a relationship. Me personally, I feel like you supposed to go 50-50 with your nigga, because if a nigga just gets you to the point where like you just feel like you don't gotta do nothing, like he gonna make you lazy and shit. And as a woman, you should want to have your own shit going. You shouldn't want it to be where if a nigga leave you today, he was paying all the bills and now you got this big ass weight on your shoulders. You shouldn't want that. Like, you should be able to like feel like, okay, if you leave, I'm good. If you stay, I'm good. Like, either way, I'm good. Like, and you should want to be a team. Like, the more money y'all make.
What's her name? What's her real name? I think it's Gloria something. Gloria
Rayquaza.
Gloria Hallelujah Woods is her fucking name. Her middle name is Hallelujah. I didn't know she was from Memphis. But more of you women should try to strive to be like Gloria's out here.
Take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt.
I just thought that was some dope shit because most women aren't saying shit like that. Most women aren't saying the shit that Glorilla just said. Like, most women think the opposite. And the day and age that we're in, it's not the fucking 50s and the 40s and the 20s. Was it the 20s, like the golden era for America before the Great Depression? But it's not the era no more, guys. It's just like women gotta be able to stand on their own. But she made a good point. Like, you gonna get lazy, not gonna want to do shit, and you should be able to be good with or without this man. Y'all should have, it's a team. Y'all both got money coming in, where y'all both got a lot more. Like, take your incomes and combine them, and y'all fucking reach a whole nother tax bracket and shit like that. That's how it should be. I would feel like that.
That's how I feel it should be.
But it's like, a lot of women don't think that way, man.
They don't.
The last video I had for music to play. Y'all
Facts.
remember Quentin Miller?
Oh,
Drake's ghostwriter.
Yeah.
If you're reading this, it's too late. He had something that he wanted to get off his chest. It is like 3 minutes long, so I'll try to play most of it. I'm gonna play this later, but yeah, this is what he said.
So apparently, this whole Quentin work with Nas conversation is going a little more viral than what I thought, because now, people are reaching out to me, asking me to clear it up. I have to clear up the fact that I worked with Nas. So, okay. And, off the strength, I want to shout out to Hit Boy, for the opportunity that he gave me when he invited me to the studio and allowed me to work with Nas.
Damn, that shit actually scared me.
no.
Shout out to Hit Boy for that opportunity. I also mentioned other artists that I worked with. From Jeezy to Jeremiah to Ty Dolla $ign to fucking... I mentioned other artists. Writers post their work and talk about their work all the time. You know why? It helps. It also helps with the business of writing. When people know that you were part of certain things, it makes people more prone to work with you, It's kind of part of the job, is naming your resume or your catalog or whatever. It kind of goes with it. But it's not that way with me, because I just so happen to have had a situation with the biggest artist in the world, and it turned into a whole fucking ghostwriting scandal. And now I am the ghost. Now, anytime people work with me, it's like I'm supposed to be a ghost. But I'm not a fucking ghost. You don't make money being a ghost. They don't pay you. Artists don't give a fuck if you have money or not. They do not pay you. So if you don't get paid, and you can't even get the clout from being a part of this shit to get opportunities to get paid, why would I want to be a fucking ghost? Let me say this right now. Quentin Miller is not a ghostwriter. And I want all the artists out. I don't give a fuck if I never work with another artist again. I don't care. I do not care, because I hate the fucking business. I am not a ghostwriter. If you work with Quentin Miller, you worked with Quentin Miller. And you better be okay with saying that you worked with Quentin Miller. Now, when it comes to the Nas situation, I pulled up on Hit Boy. That was a situation with Hit Boy. I'm in the room. I bounce some ideas out. There we go. Clear it up. I just bounced some ideas. Couple ideas went. That's it. That's all that happened with the Nas shit. But I am not a fucking ghost.
He sounds like, I think he only had a little bit more, but he sounds like he's frustrated because people want him to just be on the back burner and not get the credit.
Yeah.
And I can understand that.
Yeah.
Not that I've been through that in the music industry, but I can understand how that may be frustrating, because how everybody with Drake, how it was with it sounds like he's saying everybody wants it to be like how the Drake situation was, where Drake had him in the back burner, and if Meek Mill would have never said anything, it would have never came out that Quentin Miller worked with everybody in that whole thing. That whole thing would never happen. And honestly, I feel him. And then he's kind of like, fuck any artist that don't want to work with me no more. Like, I'm not just going to be in the back burner as a ghost, because that's not how this shit works. I kind of feel that, because I think that's what artists are trying to do with him. And like he said, being known, because I saw some shit the other day that I didn't know. Who was it? The Dream. He wrote like half of Beyonce's album that just came out. I would have never known that. The Dream, the singer. I would have never known that. I know The Dream was a writer, but had that not been posted, it was like some songwriting award shit, and it had like all the list of songs that he wrote.
But she gives him the credit.
He wrote shit for Pusha T, Beyonce's like the biggest female musician in the world.
Yeah.
And that's what Quentin Miller means. When you have that credibility on your resume, hey, I wrote songs with Beyonce. That helps you out. And that's what he wants. That's what he wants. And I can't be mad at a nigga for saying some shit like that. Because I know niggas, I'm not the type of person that I agree with people going on social media saying shit like that. But he's probably been trying to get this thought out to a bunch of people and nobody's listening. So I think that's why he got to this point. Because I know when shit is frustrating and nobody's giving you a credibility, niggas do shit like that. So, and it's sad because he got one of his legs amputated like years ago. For people that didn't know that, he got like a leg amputated and shit like that. Nobody talks about that either. But he's been through a whole bunch of shit since that Drake shit happened. Because this isn't the first time he said some shit. Ever since that Drake shit happened, like, I don't even think Drake probably fuck with that nigga no more. Like, he's talking about these niggas ain't paying him. And that's fucked up that somebody comes in the studio and gives you ideas.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't trying to credit this nigga.
That's true.
Man, that's fucked up.
I think for some type of reason, like going forward, if he's that frustrated about it, he has to go about his business a different type of way.
Hey, if I'm giving y'all these ideas, I need to have writing credit. Point blank, period. Simple as that. I don't know how you can deal with that. I don't know how the fuck you can deal with some shit like that. But shout out to him because I didn't know he worked with all those people that he said.
Yeah.
G-Eazy and fucking Ty Dolla $ign and shit like that. I think the Drake thing set him up to be in this position, but now I think people say all the time that music industry is some bullshit. Is really some bullshit. I think that's how a lot of industries are that people look up to. Like, it's more than what we know from the outside world. So hopefully he gets shit on track. Hopefully his career. Hopefully, I've heard his music by himself. That shit does not sound good. So it seems like his gift is more so writing for other people.
Yeah.
Because his music by himself doesn't sound good. Even they're running through the six with my woes, that Drake shit, whatever the name of the song. Like, I heard his version, that shit sounded terrible. Like, it sounded the exact same. Running through, it sounded the exact same, but his shit sounded terrible.
Yeah.
It sounded terrible. And it's crazy. Drake took exactly what he was doing and just draked it. Like, made it sound great. And it's crazy how that shit can happen. Like,
It's just, he probably just don't have an ear for everything.
yeah,
He don't have that palette for certain, like,
he can't do it like how he
mesh it.
It's crazy how that can happen though. Like how somebody can take the exact wording that you did that sounded terrible and make it sound great. That's crazy how people can do that. Songwriters do it too. Like, I didn't know The Dream wrote all the songs with Beyonce. Like that's crazy. I mean, I thought Beyonce wrote most of her shit, but I guess not. That's usually how singers are though. Singers usually have people write shit for them. The last thing for music, everybody's posting their little Spotify year-end shit of their top fucking artists that they listen to and shit like that. Do y'all know my top 5? Take a wild guess who's in my top 5. This is Apple though. My top 5 artists of the year on Apple.
Snow Allegra.
No, bitch. Why the fuck would she be in there?
This is sweet.
They got my top 10. Kendrick's number 7. Future's number 8. Alchemist. I don't know how Alchemist is number 9. Must be from Currency, collab. Joey Badass is number 10. Who's number 1? Don't look. Don't try to cheat. This nigga be cheating. Well, let me take a little peek. Who you think number 1? Number 1 listen to. I listened to Kendrick for 1,005 minutes. I listened to Future for 782 minutes. Joey 630 minutes. Crazy thing about it, guys. Cole is my favorite rapper of all time. He was number 6 on my list. Cole was number 6. Cole was 6. Kendrick was 7. Future was 8.
Yeah.
Joey's 10. Now, y'all know Currency in my top 5. Currency in there. I was surprised by one of these. I was like, what the fuck? Tory Lanez is in my top 5. I'll give y'all 2 that are in there. Currency's in my top 5 and Tory Lanez is in my top 5.
I don't know.
Use that little brain, brother. It's a brain tease again.
I don't know. Fucking.
This nigga said Snow Allegra.
It's a rapper?
Yeah, they're all rappers. Larry June was number 5. Shout out my nigga Larry June.
It's probably Isaiah Rashad.
He's number 2. Isaiah Rashad's number 2. Currency's number 3. Tory Lanez number 4.
Freddie?
Larry June's 5. Freddie wasn't even in my top 10 for anything about it.
It's not Joey.
Nah, Joey's number 10. Come on. It's easy, though. The biggest artist in the world. I don't know how he was number 1.
It's Drake,
It was
bro?
Drake. I don't know how he was number 1, but he was number 1. Drake was number 1. Isaiah was number 2. Currency number 3.
Sweet boy.
This nigga said, you sweet. I be listening to his fucking rap song, too. I don't know how this album was my number 1 album. These niggas be paying people. Mr. Morale, The Big Steppers was my number one listened to album out of 213 albums. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
You must have listened to it multiple times,
That's
bro.
a lie. Alone at Prom, Tory Lanez was number 2.
This is on Spotify or Apple?
Apple. Alone at Prom was number 2. My second listen to album, 2000, Joey Badass was number 3. Freddie Gibbs, Soul Separately is number 4. And I don't know how this made top 5 because it just came out. Drake's Her Loss was number 5 and 21 Savage. My most listened to song was R.I.P. Young this year.
Where do I go to find mine?
You gotta go on Apple. Go to just type in on Google. Type in Apple Replay 2022. It will take you to it though. You gonna do it right here live.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be rain sounds. I'm telling
I
you.
played 1,754 different
Apple
songs.
what
this year.
replay?
Apple Replay 2022.
I gotta log into iCloud.
It's gonna ask you just for your phone password, I think. Yeah, get started. There you go. Look at this. We doing this live. Shit is gonna be fucking funny because it's gonna be fucking rain sounds for real. There you go. All right. It's gonna gather some information. What if it says, we got you, nigga? What if it says some shit like that? And the fucking SWAT team was also You seen that nigga Aiden Ross keeps getting swatted? Like the SWAT teams keep coming to his house and shit and right in his fucking crib.
What am I looking at? Top songs or top?
Okay, look at that.
There's a lot of Afro beats.
I'll see that. Number 5, Pounds of Paper. You don't like that little song. Let me see. Hold on. What's number 1, nigga?
It's a reggaeton.
Burna Boy, number 2. Oh, somebody put me onto that song, number 3. I didn't know that you knew that song.
Yeah.
All right. How many songs you listen to this year? Go back up. You listen to more songs than me. I got 1754. You got 1918. All right.
So where do I go for?
Just keep going. That's your top 10 songs. This nigga love that Yebba. Hey, that Yebba's Heartbreak on Drake album number 7. He talking about I'm Sweet. That shit got 74 plays. This nigga right here.
It's a hard song.
Yeah, keep going down.
That's it.
Nah, I should tell you the albums and shit. Top artist is Black. What the fuck? Burna Boy number 2. Drake number 3. This nigga Drake at the top. Greg Garage. Okay, number 4. Number 5. Future. All right. Okay. All right. This nigga got Black number 1. That's crazy. You see number 6. That dude. 7 Nas. This nigga got Kodak in his top 10. That's fucking crazy.
Freddie in my top 10. That's good.
Keep going. Just show you the albums. Should. Yeah. Top album. This nigga love that Black album, boy. Burna Boy. I Never Liked You. Okay. All right. Oh, you fuck with that Nas album, too.
Yeah, I fuck with Magic.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's what's up. What's up, guys? That's all we got for music, though. Rain sounds. That's the top playlist. There's Rain Sounds, number 1. We're going to get into sports now. The first thing we have here, I want to play. Y'all know the World Cup is going on.
Yeah.
I think the round is 16. It's either started or it's about to start. Elimination rounds. One of the the USA captain, his name is Tyler Adams. He was asked before, let me say the country right. Before the U.S. played Iran, he was asked a question by an Iran reporter. And this is what he said.
First of all, you say you support the Iranian people, but you're pronouncing our country's name wrong. Our country is named Iran, not Iran. Please, once and for all, let's get this clear. Second of all, are you okay to be representing a country that has so much discrimination against black people in its own borders? And we saw the Black Lives Matter movement over the past few years. Are you okay to be representing the U.S.? Meanwhile, there's so much discrimination happening against black people in America.
My apologies on the mispronunciation of your country. That being said, there's discrimination everywhere you go. One thing that I've learned, especially from living abroad in the past years and having to fit in different cultures and kind of assimilate into different cultures, is that in the U.S. we're continuing to make progress every single day. Growing up for me, I
First of all, you say
I don't agree with
you
that
grew up
one.
in a white family with obviously an African American heritage and background as well. So I had a little bit of different cultures, and I was very, very easily able to assimilate in different cultures. So not everyone has that ease and the ability to do that, and obviously it takes longer to understand. And through education, I think it's super important. Like you just educated me now on the pronunciation of your country. So it's a process. I think as long as you see progress, that's the most important thing. Grew up in a
You don't agree with America moving forward?
No, I don't think we're making progress. I don't agree with that. That's the only thing I don't agree with. But I just want to say salute to him for handling that as well as he did, because I would have told that motherfucker, fuck you. That's just me. I would have told him, fuck you. Fuck you for... Nah, I wouldn't say it like that. Because I understand people want you to say their country correctly, but at the end of the day, it's not that serious to try to call somebody out and try to set him up with a question like that. Like, oh, how do you feel? Like, I understand people may want to...
People just want something that's newsworthy.
That's what I'm saying. So, shout out to Tyler Adams for handling that as well as he did, but I don't agree with when he said we're making progress every single day. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Because I don't think we're making progress every single day. Because the same shit keeps happening.
That's true.
How we making progress every single day if the same exact shit keeps happening. You know that... You remember that song? This is off subject. Remember Love Me Better, Neo and Fabulous?
Yeah.
She was in the video. No, she didn't want to kiss. She doesn't ever want to kiss anybody on camera. Like, she doesn't want to kiss anybody. Like, even in this movie, I don't think she kisses anybody.
Well, that's good, I guess. That's her values. If that's
Man, you an actress. Sometimes you gotta kiss and sometimes you gotta fuck.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
Well, tell her that.
The fuck? I don't even know her fucking name. But shout out to Tyler Adams, man. I definitely wanted to say that for handling that how he did, because he handled it better. And he's young, too. I think he's like 22 or 23. He handled it definitely better than I would. Because as soon as that dude said, the way that he said it, you're pronouncing my country, I would have looked at him like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Iran.
That's fucked up.
This is fucked up. You want to see? You say fucked up? This is fucked up. Qatar is where the World Cup is happening. Y'all know this. They have admitted that 400 to 500 workers have died in the construction of the World Cup. Qatar official just made a shocking admission estimating that between 400 to 500 migrant workers died while working on projects tied to the FIFA World Cup, significantly higher than previous official figures indicated.
No.
This is real.
They admitted that?
400 to 500 workers, construction workers. 400 to 500 guys. And think about this. How many of y'all heard about this before I just said this? Before you just heard me say this? How many of y'all heard about this? Probably none, right? It's where we live in, guys. This is real. You can look this up. 400 to 500 workers, construction workers, have died for some soccer shit. For soccer. And where are they at? Where they just tell their families, hey, your husband died, and like you just, where do you put their body? You just send the bodies to the morgue and wait till the family pick them up? That's probably not what's happening.
Migrant workers too.
That's probably, yeah, so that's definitely not what's happening.
From Qatar.
Exactly. So that's definitely not what's happening. Rest in peace to all those people, man, because they were probably working under extreme conditions with fucking low to no pay, and to lose your life or some shit like that to be constructing something for soccer. That is insane to me, guys. The last two things we have for sports, Deshaun Watson is coming back this week, guys. He's playing his first game for the Browns. You know, he's in that whole sexual misconduct. He had the whole thing with fucking the massage therapist and all this shit. But that's not the news. The news that I have is 10 of Deshaun Watson's accusers plan to attend his first game back. According to ESPN attorney, he said about 10 of the women who accused Watson of sexual harassment and assault during massages are planning to attend Sunday's game at Houston's NRG Stadium. Crazy thing about it, his first game, guys, is playing against his old team, the Houston Texans, in Houston. The Browns will take on Watson's former team. He is in his return from 11-game suspension. Some of the women really want to attend the game to make a statement. Hey, we're still here. We matter. Our voice was heard, and it's not something that is over.
But they took the money.
I didn't want to say it, but you said it.
Why not? But y'all took the money. You want your voice to be heard, but you took the money. If you really wanted your voice to be heard, you would have said, nah, I'm going to speak out and speak up and tell you everything that he did. And not take the money.
And they settled in the settlement and took the money. I don't want to be insensitive to women that are sexually assaulted, but this is very weird to me. And why would you want to go to a game, attend the game, and watch somebody
that abused you?
Yes. That doesn't make sense to me. That does not make sense to me.
And if you're going to say that it's to show the world that you're not afraid, but you show the world that you're not afraid by taking the money and staying quiet, rather than sitting here and not speaking out further or supporting causes that protect women against this kind of stuff, or protect women as far as speaking out, because it's important.
You think he gets booed in Houston? It's in Houston.
No.
You think they boom? You think they gonna have signs? You fucking pervert.
They should. They should.
I think they will. I think they actually will. I think they're going. The Houston Texans suck. I think they got the worst record in the league, but I do think they're. I don't know. I think they might. We'll see though. We'll see. But that's very very weird to me. That doesn't.
I'll tell you what it is. The consensus is whatever it is on social media that day. Whatever the top pinned comment on that video is, and that's what the consensus will be.
What you ate today?
What?
You ate some peanuts today? Ate walnuts? You know walnuts are good for your mind and sunflower seeds. Hey guys, I eat sunflower seeds whole. Did you know that? This nigga Ryan was like, bro, you eat sunflower seeds like they chips.
Yeah, you are weird though.
I just eat them. Like, what's wrong with
That's
that?
weird, bro. Nobody does that.
Try it.
I'm not doing that.
Try one day. ESPN. I was at the crib one day, and you know at the little bottom of Sports Center, a little news pops up.
Yeah.
And I saw something that said Lamar Jackson being criticized for his anti-gay tweet. And I was like, come on, Lamar, you can't be doing shit like this. You in a contract situation. So I was like, what the fuck did he say? And this is something that was talked about on ESPN's First Take. You know, Miley, Stephen A. Smith. They say Stephen A. Smith is a coon, but I'm not gonna speak all that. What niggas we say is cool, but they actually talked about this. This is a tweet a fan directed to Lamar Jackson. He said, when someone is asking for over $250 million guaranteed, like at LJ Air 8, games like this should not come down to the kicker. He tagged Justin Tucker, the kicker. Let Lamar walk and spend that money on a well-rounded team. That's what the fan said. Lamar responded, I want to know if this is anti-gay to you and to the listeners. Boy, shut the fuck up. Y'all be capping too much on this app. Motherfucker never smelt the football field. Never did shit but eat dick.
No.
That's what he said.
Nah. It's not. That's just funny though. It is
so
funny.
So why is ESPN reporting that he used an anti-gay?
Hey man, if y'all want to eat dick, y'all go eat dick.
We can't name this episode Eat Dick.
I didn't say that. No.
I know, but it was funny. It was the funniest part of the episode. Oh, man. Boys, shut the fuck up. Y'all be capping too much on this app. Motherfucker never smelled the football field. Never did shit but eat dick.
Yeah, and it's the whole thing that the thing that surrounds sports. Everybody can say, oh, how I'd win the fight, or how I would play this down, or how I would have, shot that shot. But yet you have never played professional sports. You've never boxed. You've never played soccer. You never did any of that.
Yeah, that's true.
So at the end of the day, yeah, you really do need to shut up because it don't make any sense. Because if you haven't been in that type of position and played to a professional level or got to the level that they have, you have no right to talk.
Yeah.
And you're not the person that owns the organization and knows what's best.
Yeah,
There's people that get money paid to do this, and they're proven time and time again. Yeah, they may make mistakes. But if you're not a part of the organization, if you've never been a part of that kind of stuff, then you have no right to talk.
Yeah, because this past week I've had coaches spat at the television over some decisions coaches have made, and I'm just like, bro, I'm nowhere near NFL head coach, but I just know there's just certain stuff that you just don't do. Like, you have to know that, especially a team like the Chargers who play Patrick Mahomes twice a year. You have to know that you cannot give Patrick Mahomes the ball with a minute left. Like, you have to run the clock down and force them to use their timeouts. Like, it's not a good idea to give Patrick Mahomes the ball back with a minute 40 left on the clock with him trying to get a touchdown. Because guess what he's going to do? Score a touchdown. And as NFL coach, I don't understand how you don't know that. Falcons, too. Again, with the game against, who we just played? The Commanders. Why are you on 1st and goal from the 1 yard line throwing the ball? Why would you throw the ball with a minute left in the game? Why are you throwing the football and you on the 1 yard line? And you've been running the ball great all game. What in NFL coach's head mind makes you think that's a good idea? Let's give it to Mariota. Let's throw the ball. Interception. Why would you throw the ball?
You got to plug in.
Oh, my battery.
Like I said, I don't understand why people put themselves in that position to say these kind of things. Like, he was not wrong. I don't think it was gay. I mean, like, if that's what he wants to go and do, let him go and do that.
Anti-gay.
If he wants to go eat a dick, go dick. You have the freedom to do that if you want in America.
So they're saying it's anti-gay because
you're telling him as a
eat a dick. Wait, all you did was eat dick. So that's anti-gay because you should be able to eat dick.
Hey, man.
This nigga Jackie Chan is the peeping Tom. That's all we got for sports, guys. We're gonna get into the Q&A segment now. We appreciate you guys who made it as far into the episode. This is our last segment of the night, of the evening, of this December 1st. By the time you hear this, of course, it won't be December 1st anymore. Again, if you have any questions for our Q&A segment, because we debate these questions that the listeners send, these are all topics that we usually debate from listeners. Sometimes we have debates that we come up with ourselves. But go to our Instagram at Social Junkie Podcast. Click on the link tree in the bio. Go down to the anonymous Q&A messenger. Again, your name, your profile, nothing will show up because even when this person sent this question, I couldn't see anything of who it was or anything like that. I couldn't see if it was a male, female, name, nothing. So your identity is safe, guys. We will not know who you are. Please do not send anything stupid because we'll just read it and we will not talk about it all here. You're not going to hurt my feelings by saying, hey, you're ugly. I know I'm ugly. This guy might not know. So you could oh, shit.
What?
I'm joking. So the question this week. What was the question? Oh, yeah, the girl. This is very, not specific. It is kind of specific. What is one sentence a woman told you that is still stuck in your head to this day? That's the question. I don't know what. Whoever sent this question, thank you, first of all. Thank you for sending us a question that we can talk about and debate. But what made you think of this question? Because this is a question that I've never heard anybody ask before. Like, this is a question that I've never heard before. Like, you feel me? Like, I've never heard anything like a question like this before. Again, what is one sentence a woman told you that is still stuck in your head to this day? I don't know if I can think of a sentence. But I may be able to think of something that somebody said. Oh, you know, I got one. I was thinking about this, too. I forgot about that. I thought about this a little bit. My ex.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
She told me, because at the time I was with her, I was like broke. Like I was broke. Like I could barely take this girl out to go anywhere. Like we couldn't do shit. And you know, sometimes when a nigga's broke and you be feeling bad, you know, sometimes it upsets your girl, but you know, they be like, it's okay, babe, it's okay, you know, it's all right. But you know, that's a terrible feeling. And to my young people out there, just know it doesn't last forever. Because I know there's a lot of young people dating and shit like that, you know, you want to be able to spoil your girl and do shit with your girl. But just know that time doesn't last forever, man. As long as you got your mind set on doing something positive, keep doing that and keep a positive mindset. It doesn't last forever. But it will happen to most people. She told me, and I use this as motivation. It wasn't anything bad. This isn't bad. This isn't a bad thing that she told me. But it has stuck in my head to this day because I use it as motivation. She said to me specifically, she said, I can't remember what we were talking about. What she said, it was along the lines of money. She said, don't worry, because one day you're gonna be able to do whatever you want, buy whatever you want, and eat whatever you want. It might have, I think I was trying to buy like some food or something like that, but it was like trying to order some food for us, but it was like too expensive. I didn't have enough money. It might have been like some Chili's or some shit like that. I don't know. And I was just like, man, it's just so frustrating that I keep having to work. Because I was working minimum wage jobs at the time. And I was like, it's just so frustrating that I have to deal with this, working these jobs. And she said in text, don't worry, because one day you will be able to buy whatever you want to buy and eat whatever you want to eat. And I'll never forget she said that because I took that as motivation even after she cheated on me and I broke up with her. And I said, you know what, bitch? You're absolutely right. Because one day I'm gonna stun on your fuck ass. And one day, and I held that in my head to this day, I'm going to be able to buy whatever I want to buy one day and eat whatever the fuck I want to eat, all type of expensive meals, all type of shit. And that has stuck in my, that's a good question. Because I never thought about that until that question got sent. And I was like, that's really something I never thought. Well, I said that in my head, but it's not something that I subconsciously thought about. Like, oh, that's one thing that a woman told me that stuck in my head. I never thought about it like that, but that was my answer.
Mine has to do with relationship too. It's my current relationship. Well, my relationship.
But I thought you said your ex.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was relations to that.
Oh, okay.
After we're talking about it, you know, when you talk about exes and stuff like that, the question was, why did you stay? And then when you really sit there and think about it and all the bullshit you had to put up with, not just her, but everybody else, there was no feasible answer to put to why you stayed.
It was just the love. Like, I think most of the time.
But it wasn't really love, right? It was.
Well,
there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, for me, it was just like It's a lot of stuff that you overtook, and you saw all these signs because I'm telling her all the stuff that I've seen, and it's just like, why did you stay? And it's a good question because I'm like, why did I stay? Like, I really don't. I should have been left.
I don't think anybody ever knows that question. Damn, I had a question to ask.
So
I don't think
sometimes
anybody
I'll
knows.
think about it. I'm like, I really don't know. I wish I didn't. But then again, I wouldn't be at this point in my life right now.
Yeah,
if I didn't stay. So
every decision that we make, every mistake that we make is every time you regret something, like you gotta learn that you have to live with that regret, man. Like every decision you made was for a reason. The way that your life happened was the way it was supposed to happen. I know you may think like I think about it sometimes, like damn, bro, if I would have been more serious in high school and played football like I was supposed to, you know, I could have made it past, you know, made it to, you know, closer to where I wanted to be at. But everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. Because otherwise, it would have happened differently.
Yeah, me and my girl were talking about like if we didn't do certain things, we wouldn't be together right now because that's just like how the timeline goes, you know.
Yeah.
We're together right now because we went through all those stuff.
Yep.
And you never know. Even if we probably were seeing each other when we were younger, we probably weren't ready.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah.
That's another thing I thought about too. Like if I didn't come back from Florida in 2012 and meet who I'm with now, we would have never had kids. I would have probably had kids with somebody else in Florida. Like it would have never happened. How everything happened, you know. It's just like everything that happens in your life it happens for a reason, man. But this is what I was gonna ask. It was because this is a good topic based on what you're saying. Do you think it's healthy to talk about your ex with your current girl? Because I think about the same thing when I do that too. Because I've heard people have that debate before.
I think it's kind of half and half. Like me personally, I try not to, because the relationship I have now is just not. I don't have to worry about a lot of the stuff I have to worry about.
Well,
I had to worry about my ex, and he knows. And the stuff is just very different. It's just very different now. I'd rather have the problems I'm worrying about right now than worry about what I have to worry about with that ex.
Yeah, then.
So that's why. And then when you think about it, it's just that person was not good for me. That's why I don't like. And I think with females, they think a lot. Like I wonder if they're thinking about their ex and stuff like that, and they want to bring that out and have you talk about it and see how kind of where your head is at, because that's what I feel like she does. But more so for men, like if you're trying to push it, it's just kind of like sometimes as a man, you lock those things away and you just forget about it. You don't really need to think about it like that. And it's just like, now I have something a lot better. I don't have to think about that anymore. That's how I look at it.
How long should it be before somebody should not be worried about the person's ex anymore? Like if you with somebody, like how long should, like what's the like, yo, you should not be talking about that no more. Male or female. Like if a male is talking about it to a girl about her ex, or a female talking about it with her man to his ex, about his ex. Like, how long should it be where it's like, yo, this should not be a conversation anymore?
Well, the logical answer would be past the point in your new relationship when you outlive the old relationship, right?
So if you was with that other person for 2 years, after 2 years you shouldn't talk? No, I don't think that. Why would that be the logical answer? Why? Why would that be the logical answer?
I don't know.
Like if I was with, what's her name? If I was with my ex, I was with my ex for 2 years.
Yeah.
So after 2 years with my current girl, we shouldn't be talking about her no more. That don't make sense.
Probably a year.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Probably a year. I could agree less.
6 months?
No, yeah, you know I wouldn't say 6 months.
I would say that. I would actually say
I
that.
wouldn't say 6 months.
Because why are we talking about it past 6 months? I know it comes up sometimes, but I mean more so like in, you still think about her? Like, you still want to fuck her? Like, questions like that. Like, crazy questions.
Oh, like that? Like,
yeah, like, I don't think that should come up. I played a Sade song by accident. Luckily, they start playing. Yeah, like, after 6 months, why are we talking about this? The fuck? Bitch, I'm with you, bitch. Bitch, you sucking my dick now. You shouldn't say that to your girl, guys. Don't say that. Well, that's a good little debate, though. That's a good little debate topic.
I wouldn't say 6 months. I'd probably say like, because it depends, right, on how long you was with that person, right? If it was longer, you know, if it was a long time that you was with them, right? You know, it just really depends, right? Because you're not gonna forget about somebody you was with for 5 years and 6 months, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it does depend on how long you're with the person. Yeah. But
But in my case,
no,
like-
because you should not be. If you not over your ex,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be dealing with somebody. I know I'm
Yeah.
guilty of that because I did that too, but you shouldn't do that. I want young people out there to know: do not start a new relationship with somebody if you still worried about somebody else. Don't do that because it's gonna fuck a lot of shit up in the beginning and it's gonna make things a lot harder down the line. So don't do that. Please don't do that. Like, it definitely makes I've experienced that. Like, it definitely makes shit a lot harder for your partner, and that's not fair to them. It's not fair at all. It's really not fair. So I know it's easier said than done, but because I know a lot of people, they think that if I start talking to somebody else, it'll get my mind off of them, which it does. But at the same time, if you start getting serious with that next person, it doesn't help because you're not really over that person. It's like you're just masking the pain with that new person, and you're not really over them. So try not to do that, guys. Try not to do that. That's all we got, guys. This nigga love that fucking Black album, boy. Why you listen to that Black album so much? What you like? What was the name of the album? What was the name of that Black album?
What is it?
How you listen to it every day? You don't even know. You listen to it every day?
No, I don't honestly.
This nigga be lying.
I can't remember,
This
bro.
nigga be lying. And that's all we got, though, guys. This is episode 158. We're gonna hit 160 soon in a couple weeks. We appreciate if you made it this far into the episode, man. I'm trying to find a song to play in the background, so I guess I'll play this. If you made this far into episode, man, like I said, we appreciate you guys, man. Anything that you had opinions about that we debated about, send us a message. Get in the comments on YouTube. Anything, man. Make sure you send your Q&A questions on the leak tree. I think that's everything. I gotta write down the stuff that I gotta put pictures of in here. But make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Fuck with us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Our audio episodes drop every single week. I'm P. That's Brandon. I think that's pretty much it. What time is it? Ain't too late.
It's about to be 10 minutes.
It's the best rap album of all time, guys. I think that's it. Episode 159 will be next week. If you made this far, we really fuck with you. If you still listening to this right now, we fuck with you. Thank y'all, man.